So I will take the opposite card and put it right next to the tornado on this side here, like this. Okay, so far we have it pretty well under control. Hey everyone, this is Thecos, and today I will be playing through Strato. I'm showing you that game. It's a very small game. It's quite unknown, I think. It's by Helvetiq. It's like a Swiss game publishing company that publishes small games. This is actually one of the larger games, so to speak. Most of them are very small, similar to the Oink games, in terms of their size. This is designed by Sophia Wagner, and the art design, which I like quite a bit, is by Crocotame. And yeah, I will be playing through that today. That was one of the contenders for my solo send-off video series, small video series. And this one was not one of the winners, but there were a few comments that said, well, nobody's making a video for that online, so they don't get why people don't vote for it. And I thought, you know what, I'm giving you that one for free. It didn't get enough votes, but still, I will show it off on the channel. It's a very quick game. I think it will be done within 10-15 minutes. It's a very quick game. I'm just going to show you the first of 10 challenges so that you know how this looks like, because I think this might be quite interesting. All right, before we get started, grab yourself a cup of tea and let's do this. Yeah. There we go. So, what is this game? Well, it is a solo game, a pure solo game. I'm not sure. There might be a two-player variant in here. I'm not quite sure. But essentially, we have a row of cards. We're trying to create a row of cards by playing weather cards, and these manipulate the row of cards in such a way that things need to change all the time. And we're trying to have a specific configuration at the very end. So, let's just see here. So you see we have all of these challenges here. It goes up to 9. It starts at 0. I'm just going to do challenge 0 to show you how that works. So before we get started, let me just quickly set up the game. Alright, and that is the setup of the game. So this is the setup for challenge number 0. But we can see everything. I had to zoom out quite a bit because the main playing area is just this here, right? I think in later challenges you also have 2 card rows, but here you only have 1. But still I had to go, pull up the camera quite a bit because you see you need quite a width to actually play this. And actually this is only for challenge 0. There are also one more puzzle piece on each side with an 8 that makes it even larger, right? So the footprint is not small, to be honest. All right, so how does this game work? Well, actually, quite simple. Here you see the goal that we have. I set up the game with all the water and wind cards, rain and wind cards. There also are different ones here. I think this is fog, and then here we have clouds, sun, and lightning. Yeah, but these are only needed for other challenges. In some challenges, I think you have even more than just 2 of these weather cards. Here we just have these 2, right? Only rain and wind. We put the tornado in the middle. That one stays fixed. We cannot move these 2 cards. It's the centerpiece, so to speak, right? Very cool how the artwork goes on both cards. That's a pretty cool touch. And here are the first cards for our row, and we are trying to fill the entire row up to 7 cards, right? Up to 14 cards altogether. And we have to make them in such a way that all cards on the left are the same weather, including the tornado. So this all needs to be rain. This all needs to be wind. That is our goal. As soon as we add one more card, as soon as we add the 15th card, or if one of the sides, right or left, has one more card than it can have, so 8 cards, then we immediately lose the game. We win the game if we are able to complete that pattern, right? How this works is we always play 1 card at the end of one of the two sides, and then we do the weather effect of the card, and then we just draw a new card, and then we continue, right? We do that for 8 rounds, and then we should essentially win or lose the game. So what do the weather cards do? Well, the wind card, what happens is if I put a wind card on one of these sides, I have to take any of the cards in the row, and then, for example, this card, and then place it anywhere going away from the place the cards, right? Go in that direction, anywhere between 2 cards or at the end. except of course between the tornado cards. And if I put a rain card on one of the ends, I have to take the card from the opposite end and insert it next to any of the 2 tornado cards, right? That's it. These are the rules. Of course, the rules become a little bit more complex. Get a little bit more complex when with higher challenges, right? There are 10 challenges in this box. All right, so let's get started. So let's see. I would like to fill up everything quite a bit, actually. Like wind, I can always like easily get in here, and rain is kind of hard to control, right? So I think I will start by placing rain cards, actually. I think that's what I will do. So I will place a rain card over here. So, and now I have to take this card and put it next to any tornado, and I will just put it right here for now. I think that's fine. So also, the state of the cards, like the arrangement, always needs to change, right? So, for example, let's say I could swap 2 cards, which I can't, but let's just imagine I could. I cannot swap these 2, right? Because the state doesn't change. There's still like 2 water cards in the same positions, right? That's one important thing to note. All right, we have another rain card. You know what? Let's also put this one right here. And then we will take this rain card and put it right next to the tornado on this side. Okay. All right, we're getting places. So we already have like a few rain cards here on the side. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 6 rain cards all together. So 2 more rain cards. I don't want to place them all at the moment. So I think instead, let me put a wind card here on this side. I think, is that a good idea? I hope so. And then I will just blow this wind card over there. I think that might be an idea. Okay. I need to get the wind card over there, but only a little bit later. Then let's see the rain card. I could actually, that's something I could do. I could put a rain card over here, right? So I will take the opposite card and put it right next to the tornado on this side here, like this. Okay, so far we have it pretty well under control. Yeah, let's continue with the wind cards. I always like to, if possible, keep like one of each card, because I will have to work with that later. So, what will I do? I can't, well, I could actually. Yeah, I could place this one right here and then just blow it all the way over here. That's possible. All right, 2, 4, 5. We need 1 more rain card. But if I place a rain card here now, I would have an issue, right? Because I would have to take a card from here. But can actually put it beside any tornado. But that wouldn't work, right? Because I can't put it right next to that tornado because the board wouldn't change here, right? Oops, the arrangement wouldn't change. I would have to put it here on this side, and then I would have 1 cards to many here. So I can't do that. Instead, I will have to do some rearranging. If I place it here, right? Then I will take this card and I have to put it over there. And then I still need these 2 rain cards. I don't think I can do that. I think I will have to use a wind card, actually. You know what? Let me use a rain card first and put it right here. And then I will have to put that rain card over here. It's not perfect, but that's kind of what we have to work with. So 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then I will put a wind card over here. Now you see, it's not on screen anymore, right? But I will put a wind card here. There's 1 card too many, but that's fine. At the end of the turn, I need to have like 7 maximum on each side, right? So I will put the wind card here, and then I will blow this water card, the rain card, all the way over there. And then I will do the same thing, and I think I got it. Then I will put the wind card here and blow that card all the way over here, right? And always, that's one rule I forgot to say, always when there is like a free spot here, any place, you just like, of course, move all the cards towards the center, right? And there we go. That's it. We solved the puzzle. As you can see here, we need like all wind cards on that side aligned with the tornado here, and all rain cards on that side aligned with that tornado, right? And that's how you play Strato. So there are more of these challenges here. And as you can see, they will have, oh no, they only have one row. I thought they would have more rows. Yeah, I think they will have more rows later on. This is only one row, and then here I think you will have 2 rows, and then 1 row again, and here I think we have even 3 rows. I think that's how it works at least. And you see, like, it becomes like different, right? For example, here you have like rain and wind again, right? But you see here, these need to be equal, and these need to change then, right? So you will have like rain, 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 wind, 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 or here wind, 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 rain, rain, right? So that will change. Or look at that here, you have like 4 different weather cards, right? But these and those need to be the same, right? Very, very interesting. So yeah, and actually you will still play with 2 weather cards, but like the tornado will be random, right? And that's pretty cool. You just take like all 4, like for 4 elements, like the tornado card, you shuffle them up and you deal them out randomly, and you don't know which weather you play with, right? So you even have some replayability within like these challenges. So yeah, it's a pretty cool game. As you saw in Solo Send-Off, I will still let it go just because it is a very puzzly game, and that's nice. I like puzzly games, but I do have games that present me with puzzles I enjoy more. And this game, it is not bad, right? But somehow there's something missing, right? Like either the puzzles are a little bit too easy, just like the challenge 0, right? Or later on they become like very AP prone, right? And you could probably like calculate, like, okay, like which cards do I need to put where in which rounds to be able to win, right? You just plan all of that out probably, right? So yeah, but it's not a bad game. It's quite small. Like the box is way too large for this, right? Like they could have like put this in like this typical box size that they usually have. So it's kind of a shame. It's kind of a missed opportunity, right? Because this like takes up way too much space for what it actually does. But it's not a bad game, and I'm happy to put out a video here for you to see, because this doesn't seem to be covered very often. All right, well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and also thank you for staying to the very end. As usual, I would like to thank you all for your support, especially I want to give a shout out to my very generous patrons. The big thanks go to Thecos for supporting me at the highest tier. Thank you so much for that. If you would like to support me as well, you can do so very easily by watching, liking, and commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, supporting me on Patreon if you wish to do so, and joining my Discord server to hang out with me in my really amazing community. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the very next video. Take care everyone, stay safe, and cheers.